The restaurant shimmered under golden lights, the kind meant to flatter the rich and intimidate everyone else. Emma Carter balanced a tray of crystal glasses, her worn shoes silent on the polished floor. Her shift was almost over, but her manager had begged, "Just cover one more table, VIPs tonight." VIPs always meant trouble. At the far corner, near the wide glass window overlooking the city skyline, sat Ethan Grant, the CEO of Grant Industries, known for his stoic expression and cold, calculated eyes. Across from him was a little girl in a pink dress, her legs too short to reach the floor. Lily, his 5-year-old daughter, looked adorably bored, her curls bouncing as she swung her feet. Ethan checked his watch again. The woman he was supposed to meet, a suitable match, according to his sister, was late. Good, he thought. The less of this evening he endured, the better. Emma approached, forcing a polite smile. "Good evening, sir. May I take your order?" Before Ethan could answer, Lily piped up. "Can I have ice cream?" "Dinner first," Ethan said automatically, not looking up from his phone. Emma crouched slightly, smiling at the little girl. "What flavor would you pick if you could have ice cream?" "Chocolate. Always chocolate," Lily grinned. Her laughter came like a small bell. For a brief moment, the CEO actually looked up, from his phone, from his world, and noticed the waitress's soft, genuine smile. But then, as Emma reached for the water jug, her tired hand slipped. Ice-cold water cascaded across the pristine white tablecloth, straight toward Ethan's tailored suit. "Oh no, I'm so sorry," she gasped, grabbing napkins. Her face turned crimson. Lily burst into giggles, clapping her hands. "Daddy, she's funny. Can we keep her?" Ethan froze mid-motion, utterly unprepared. For the first time that night, his lips curved into something dangerously close to a smile. "Lily," he said, suppressing a chuckle, "we don't keep people." "But she made you smile," Lily protested. Emma blinked, startled by the warmth in his eyes. For one strange heartbeat, the world around them seemed to fade, the noise, the judgment, even her embarrassment. Then, the sound of heels clicking shattered the moment. Ethan's blind date had finally arrived. Perfect makeup, perfect timing, and an icy glare aimed straight at the waitress still holding a soggy napkin. The night had just begun, and none of them knew it was about to change their lives forever. The morning rush at Riverside Cafe was chaos, coffee machines hissing, phones ringing, and orders piling up. Emma Carter wiped her hands on her apron and forced herself to smile for the next customer. After last night's humiliating accident, she had barely slept. She could still hear the little girl's laugh, and the woman's sharp tone calling her, clumsy help. She sighed. Just another bad night. Move on, Emma. The cafe bell chimed, and she looked up, only to freeze mid-step. Standing in the doorway, perfectly out of place among chipped tables and coffee stains, was Ethan Grant himself. Impeccable in a tailored gray suit, he looked like he had stepped out of a magazine. And beside him, clutching a stuffed rabbit, was Lily. Emma's heart skipped. "Oh no," she muttered under her breath. Her manager nearly tripped over himself rushing forward. "Mr. Grant, welcome, sir, it's an honor," but Ethan's calm voice cut through. "I'm here to see Miss Carter." All eyes turned to Emma. Her cheeks flushed as she approached cautiously. Did I spill something else on you?" she asked, trying for humor. To her shock, Ethan smiled slightly. "Not this time. I came because Lily insisted." Lily peeked from behind him, grinning. "You forgot my drawing. You have to come see it." Ethan handed over a folded napkin. Inside, a child's crayon. Sketch. Stick figures of a man, a girl, and a woman with curly hair. Underneath, Lily had written in crooked letters, "Me, Daddy, and Emma." Emma blinked. "She drew me. She hasn't stopped talking about you," Ethan said quietly. "And she needs someone like you around. Someone who treats her like a kid, not an accessory." He hesitated, then continued, "I'd like to hire you. To spend time with Lily. Teach her to do things, normal things." Emma's jaw dropped. "Hire me, Mr. Grant. I'm a waitress, not a nanny." "That's exactly why," he replied. "You're real. That's what Lily needs." She looked at him, torn. The offer sounded impossible, like a fairy tale with strings attached. Yet, when Lily reached out, tiny fingers clutching hers, the answer came on its own. All right, Emma whispered, but only because she asked so nicely. Ethan's eyes softened. Then we have an agreement. As they left, Emma caught her reflection in the cafe window, her tired face, her plain uniform, and beyond that, the sleek black car waiting outside. Two worlds were about to collide, and she had just stepped into his. It began with a photo, one innocent moment twisted into something cruel. A paparazzi shot of Emma laughing with Lily at the park, while Ethan Grant stood nearby, holding ice cream cones. The headline screamed across glossy pages the next morning, "Billionaire CEO's Secret Romance." Grant's mystery woman revealed. Emma nearly dropped the tray she was carrying when she saw it on the cafe counter. Her stomach twisted. Her phone buzzed non-stop. Unknown numbers, reporters, messages from coworkers. "Is it true? You're dating your boss?" By noon, Ethan's office was in an uproar. His assistant muttered about PR damage control, and Vanessa's fury. Vanessa, his fiancée on paper and the daughter of a powerful investor, wasted no time. Within hours, she stormed into his office, heels clicking like gunfire. "So this is your idea of fatherhood?" she sneered, slamming the magazine down. "Running around with a waitress. She's embarrassing you, and us." Ethan's jaw tightened. "Enough, Vanessa. Don't talk about her that way." "Oh, I see. You do care," she hissed, eyes flashing. "Careful, Ethan. You might actually start feeling like a human again." He said nothing, but the silence spoke volumes. Meanwhile, Emma sat in her small apartment, shaking as she scrolled through the hateful comments online. Gold digger, homewrecker, trash. Each word cut deeper than the last. When her phone rang and she saw Ethan's name, she almost didn't answer. "Emma," his voice came softly through the line, "don't believe what they're saying. Lily's upset. She's asking for you." "I can't come there anymore," Emma whispered, her voice trembling. "People are talking. I don't want to ruin your reputation, or hers." "I don't care about my reputation," he said, more sharply than intended. Then, gentler, "Please. Let me see you, tonight." That evening, she met him in the mansion's garden under soft twilight. The air was heavy with unspoken words. "I'm sorry," she murmured. "I never meant to cause trouble. I've worked my whole life to stay invisible, and now, you don't have to hide anymore," he said quietly, stepping closer. "You've done nothing wrong. You made Lily happy. You made me remember what that feels like." She looked up, eyes glistening. "People like me don't belong in your world." He smiled faintly. "Then maybe my world needs changing." Just as their hands brushed, a cold voice echoed from behind them. "Well," Vanessa said, emerging from the shadows with a bitter smile, "isn't this cozy?" The ballroom glittered under chandeliers, every inch dripping with wealth and gossip. Cameras flashed, laughter echoed, and champagne flowed. The Grant Foundation Charity Gala was supposed to celebrate the company's success, but tonight, everyone whispered about only one thing: the waitress. Emma Carter stood near the back, feeling painfully out of place in her borrowed dress. Ethan had asked her to come, insisting she shouldn't hide. "You belong there as much as anyone," he'd said. But now, as eyes followed her every move, she wasn't so sure. Across the room, Vanessa Monroe, flawless in a diamond-studded gown, was surrounded by reporters. When she spotted Emma, her painted smile sharpened. "Oh look," she said loudly enough for the nearby crowd to hear, "the help decided to join us." Soft laughter rippled. Emma froze. Ethan wasn't beside her. He was still on stage, giving a speech about family and compassion. Vanessa glided closer, her perfume sharp and expensive. "Tell me, Emma," she purred, "how does it feel? Pretending to be one of us. Did you think you could steal a man like Ethan Grant with your sad little fairy tale?" Emma's throat tightened. "I never wanted." "Oh, please," Vanessa interrupted. "You're a charity case. He's only keeping you around out of pity." Before Emma could reply, a small voice pierced the air. "Stop being mean to my friend." Every head turned. Lily, clutching her stuffed rabbit, stood at the foot of the stage, trembling but fierce. "You're making her sad. Daddy loves her." The room fell silent. Reporters froze mid-scribble. The cameras turned. Ethan's speech faltered. Then, without hesitation, he stepped down from the stage, crossed the marble floor, and took Emma's hand in his. His voice was steady, his eyes locked on Vanessa's. "She's not my charity," he said clearly. "She's the reason my daughter laughs again, and the reason I do too." The crowd gasped. Flashbulbs exploded like fireworks. Vanessa's smile shattered as she turned on her heel and stormed out, her heels echoing through the stunned silence. Later that night, the mansion felt warm for the first time in years. Lily was curled between them on the couch, fast asleep, her small hand resting in Emma's. "Daddy," she mumbled sleepily, "can we keep her forever?" Ethan looked at Emma, his thumb brushing over her hand. "I was hoping," he whispered, smiling softly, "you'd say yes to that." And for the first time in forever, Emma didn't feel like she didn't belong. She was home.